Shalom, brothers and sisters. All praises to Yahuwah, our Heavenly Father. And my name is Brother Kuyab. And here today, I'm here to present to you the calendar for the first month, and also the calendars to start off the new year. Now, I guess some of you probably saying, what is Brother Kuyab talking about when he started saying this is the calendar starting off the new year? Well, because the new year started, what, 2 weeks ago? That's for the Gentiles. But we're not following the Gentiles. In the book of Jubilees, it says that we will go wrong by changing um, the course of things on paper. We're going to go wrong and by following the Gentiles. But we're not following the Gentiles. We're following Yahuwah's calendar, his path of years. So if you stay on track with me, if this is your first time um, watching the video, and you need to get an understanding of what's going on, just stay with me throughout the course of the year, because I put out videos every month, every time we see the renewed moon. All right, and you will see that we do not change nothing. We go strictly by the moon to find out our new months and our Sabbaths and our feast days. So just stick around, and I pray that you learn something. Now, if you're working on your own calendars, this is what your calendar should look like. It's, as far as your dates are concerned, it should look like this, where the first of the month starts on January the 13th, and it goes on. You count 6 working days, and you have your first Shabbat, and 6 more working days, and then the seventh day is the Shabbat, on and on and on. All right, and this is a very busy month right here. We're going to go over that in a minute in detail on everything, but I just want to describe the calendar. Everything on your left side um, describes everything on your right, the position of the numbers, the colors, um, and also the abbreviations. So, and you notice here at the very bottom line, I have another number there. It said the sheaf of offerings in that blue color. I should have colored it, but anyway, I'll be explaining that also. So, but I just want to get you a brief view of what it looked like and how we're going to um use these days that we see that are abbreviated and noticed. Okay, so let's move on from there. If you have your calendar from the 12th month, let's um let's get that out. If you know we do that every month, we go back to see where we left off from the previous month, where we start and go into the following month. I also advise you to get the scriptures and a pen and paper, write down some scriptures, take notes on as we go. Okay, so we see here at the bottom right here, this line um is going to be at the top of your um blank calendar, the new calendar for the first month. And what we do is we take this line here, put it up to the first line of the blank calendar right here. So this way you can see as we are leaving the 12th month, we are going into the first month, which will be that Saturday, that January the 13th should be here. All right. And this last 12th month is Adar. You really don't have to change the pronunciation of it, because it's spelled, it's pronounced just like it's spoken, Adar. And this is Esther right here. So that's pretty much the same also. Esther. See? So we'll be working on the parallel script, along with a lot of other things we'll be working on learning on our website. So at the end, I'm gonna give you the address to the website, and so you go there and check out the things that we have there. Okay, so this is the 12th month, so we're gonna move on from here, and let me explain to you what we got going on for this month. And what we are doing here is we are letting you know that this first month, the name of it is Abayab. So, and this is the book of Deuteronomy, and this is what you say the Barayam, okay, the Barayam. This is why you say the first month is the month of Abayab, Deuteronomy 16, chapter 1. I'm sorry, Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 1. All right, so um, this is going to be a very busy month for us, okay? So let's start off right here. If you see, we already on New Moon Day here. All right. So then we have our first Shabbat. We have first Shabbat. Count after New Moon Day. You count 6 working days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last month, in the 12th month, the month of Adar, our Shabbat was on Friday. Now this is a 29-day month. We have between 29 to 30 days each month. So this is a 29-day month. From last month was 29-day month. So that makes the moon come out last night, and so they make the day Saturday, New Moon Day. Okay. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 working days, 7th day of your Shabbat. All right. Same thing on the next line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 working days. And then you see here, I have the Shabbat and Passover at evening. All right. The Passover here is abbreviation Passover. Then we got Passover this day from the 14th of the evening to the 15th of the evening is Passover. All right. And we also have the Feast of Unleavened Bread. The Feast of Unleavened Bread is what lasts 7 days. Okay. So that starts the 14th day of the evening and goes all the way to the 1 and 20th day of the evening, not Passover. Passover is from the 14th day of the evening to the 15th day of the evening. That's Passover. But the Feast of Unleavened Bread starts the same time, the 14th day in the evening, and goes until the 21st day of the evening. There's 7 days. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a Feast of Unleavened Bread. If you notice when you go on different websites, and they'll have Passover lasting um 7 or 8 days, depending on who it is. They'll have Passover last 7 or 8 days. Passover is from evening to evening. Okay, from the 14th day of the evening to the 15th day of the evening. The Feast of Unleavened Bread starts on the 14th day of the evening and lasts 7 days. All right. So once you have your um, uh, Feast of Unleavened Bread, that goes right into the next Shabbat. Okay. All right. So you have a holy convocation this day right here on the 8th day. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th day. All right. So the day after the Shabbat, the day after Shabbat, you got to count 7 complete Shabbats. And we're going to go into that. See over here, 7 complete Shabbats. So after that day, you're going to start your count 7 complete Shabbats. That's the key word. You got to count 7 complete Shabbats. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 working days, 7 days. 7 days. This is your Shabbat right here. Now, I'm not going to go into this right here too much in detail because it's only 1 week on this calendar. All right. But we'll have to find 7 more complete Shabbats. Now, as we go on, I will explain to you and show you for the next month how to count these Shabbats. But for now on, we're going to take care of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, Passover Feast of Unleavened Bread, and also the day of the sheaf of offering. Okay. Deuteronomy, verse 16, verses 1 through 4. Up top up here we have the Paleo script, and the pronunciation is the Barayam. Okay. So chapter 16, verse 1 through 4. Verse 1. Observe the month of Abayab. Observe means to watch, to guard, just like you have a security guard. He's watching, he is protecting, he's observing everything within view. All right, that is his job. What we were supposed to do was watch, we were supposed to guard and observe the month of Abayab and keep the Passover, which is Pesach. Correct pronunciation in the Paleo script is Pesach, until Aliyah, Alua the Aliyah, for in the month of Abayab, Yahuwah the Aliyah brought thee forth out of Egypt by night. So it's telling you right here that the month of Abayab, we're supposed to keep the Passover, Pesach, and that is the same month that we were brought out of Egypt. Okay? All right, verse 2. Thou shalt therefore sacrifice Pesach unto thy Aliyah of the flock and the herd in the place of which Yahuwah shall choose to place his name there. All right, you're telling us this month, Abayab, we're supposed to sacrifice the Passover lamb, and in this month, all right. Okay, so verse 3, thou shalt eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread therein, even the bread of affliction. For thou come forth out of the land of Egypt in haste. The meaning left there in a hurry. That thou mayest remember the day when thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt all of the days of thy life. So we came out in a hurry, and so this bread, this feast of unleavened bread, is a way to remind us when we came out of Egypt and how we came out. We came out in a hurry, cause the reason for eating leavened bread is leaven has to sit, you know, in order to make leaven, you had to make it up, and it got to sit, and then it has to get stuff on it and whatever, and to make the bread rise. But they wasn't there long enough. They couldn't stay long enough for the leaven to make, so they had to leave out there in a hurry. So therefore, they didn't have enough to make their bread rise. This is a way to for us to remember when and how we left Egypt. All right, verse 4. And there shall be no leavened bread seen with thee in all thy coast 7 days. Neither shall there anything of the flesh which thou sacrifice in the first day at even remain all night until the morning. So whatever the residue, whatever is left over from the sacrifice that you sacrifice, you were supposed to burn that all right, before I'm here. I don't know if it's maybe by daylight or whatever, but it said, which thou art sacrificed in the first day remain all night until the morning. So whatever is left over, you burn that. Put it on the put it whatever we burn it at, roasted the fire. That's what we're supposed to burn it at. Exodus chapter 12, verse 1. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moses, which is Mashah, and Aharon, which is Aaron, in the land of Egypt, saying, this month shall be the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. So when we first come on, I showed you a calendar of the first month of the year, Abayab, right? Okay, verse 3. Speaking to the congregation of Yashar, saying, in the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for a house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating will make your count for the lamb. Your lamb should be without blemish, a male of the first year, means be young, and shall take it out of the sheep or from the goats. But here, right there, we normally say the sacrificial lamb, but here they said we can have a goat also. Okay? All right, verse 6. Ye shall keep it until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. Verse 7. And they shall take the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper doorposts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. Now, just a reminder, at this time right here, when they were giving these instructions, that's when they were still in Egypt. They hadn't left yet. All right. So they didn't have houses when they were in the wilderness. They had tents. So these instructions here is when they were still in Egypt before they left. All right. Now, verse 8. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. The bitter herbs are like greens. All right. Eat it not, eat not of it raw or sodden at all with water. So don't boil it, but roast with fire, his head with his legs, and with the pertinence thereof. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and which that remaineth until the morning ye shall burn with fire. All right. And thus shall ye eat it with the loins girded and the shoes on their feet and your staff in your hand. And ye shall eat it in haste, in a hurry. It is Yahuwah's Passover. So therefore, now we gonna say it again. He said, this is the first beginning of months to you. The month we got to observe the month of Abayab, because this month we were supposed to have the Passover. And here again, it just tells you right here that everything we were doing, we're supposed to do this in the first month, and the name of this month is Abayab. So that's what I want to do, was line it up, because this month is a very important month for us, because with this month right here is going to set the pace for the rest of the Shabbat and feast days. So therefore, we got to get this first day of the first month correct. All right. Okay. Exodus chapter 13, verse 3 through 7. And Moshe said unto the people, remember this day in which ye came out from Egypt, out from the house of bondage. For by strength of hand Yahuwah brought you out from this place. There shall no leavened bread be eaten. All right. This day, verse 4, this day came ye out of the month Abayab. Verse 5, and it shall be when Yahuwah shall bring thee into the land of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Amorites and the Hivites and the Jebusites, which ye swore unto thy fathers to give thee, a land flowing with milk and honey, that thou shalt keep this service in this month. In this month is Abayab. So therefore, he's telling us now, he brought us out of Egypt in the first month, Abayab, and we were supposed to sacrifice the uh, the Passover and also keep the Feast of Unleavened Bread for 7 days. Now watch. 7 days thou shalt keep unleavened bread. I'm sorry. Verse 6. 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread. And in the seventh day shall be a feast unto Yahuwah. Verse 7. Unleavened bread shall be eaten 7 days, and there shall no leavened bread be seen with thee, neither shall there be leaven seen within all thy quarters. All right, do you see anything right here where it says Passover should last for 7 days? It don't, and it's not. Unleavened bread lasts for 7 days, okay? So I just wanted to clear that up. But main thing what I want to do is give you another witness to saying that all these scriptures are lining up together and telling us that the first month of Abib is when we supposed to have Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All right. On the 14th day, it starts. Passover starts on the 14th day of the evening to the 15th day of the evening. The Feast of Unleavened Bread starts on the 14th day of the evening till the 21st day of the evening. Exodus chapter 23, verse 15. And it says, Thou shalt keep the feast of unleavened bread. Thou shalt eat unleavened bread 7 days, as I commanded thee, in the time appointed in the month of Abayab. For in it thou camest out from Egypt, and none shall appear before me empty. These are the words directly from Yahuwah. Okay? Here again is saying that we will eat unleavened bread for 7 days, and this is the month we come out of Egypt, the month Abayab. Okay, so the same thing we started off at the beginning, the same thing is here. I got 2 or 3 different witnesses telling you exactly what to do and on which day, which month it is. So these what I'm telling you is coming directly from Scripture. Exodus chapter 34, verse 18. The feast of unleavened bread shall thou keep. 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, as I command thee, in the time of the month Abayab. In the month Abayab thou came out from Egypt. So once again, we have here, we are supposed to keep the feast of unleavened bread for 7 days in the month of Abayab, which is the first month of the year. It's the beginning of months. Okay, this is just another witness to let you see um, how where the starting of the months of the year starts, the first month, and how we're supposed to carry it out. Leviticus, which in the Paleo script we have there as a Wa, Ya, Ko, Ra. Wa, Ya, Ko, Ra. That's how we pronounce it. All right. Chapter 23, verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month at even is Yahuwah's Passover. Now, do you see anywhere it says you got to keep the Passover 7 days? He said in the 14th day of the evening, which 14th day of the evening is the beginning of the 15th day. All right. So from evening to evening is Passover, not 7 days. Numbers chapter 9, verse 1 through 5. We look up top up here, we see in the Paleo script, we see Ba, Ma, Ba, Mad, and then we have another Ba and a Ra. Bamad Ba. Bamad Ba. Alright. Verse 1. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe in the wilderness of Sinai. And in the first month of the second year, they came out of the land of Egypt, saying, Egypt means a house of bondage. Verse 2. Let the children of Yasharal also keep the Pesach in its appointed time. In the 14th day of this month at even. The 14th day at even is beginning of the 15th day, okay? Ye shall keep it in its appointed time according to all of the rites of it, and according to all of the ceremonies thereof shall ye keep it. And Moshe spoke unto the children of Yisrael that they should keep the Pesach. And they kept Pesach in the 14th day of the first month at even in the wilderness of Sinai, according to all that Yahuwah commanded Moshe. So did the children of Yasharal. So, in that month, the 14th day at evening in of the first month, which is Abayab. So Abayab, Abib, Abayab is the first month of the year. All right, it is the beginning of months, so we're supposed to observe, look for the beginning of months. Okay, and we're supposed to keep Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. I know I am going over and over and over all, a lot, but I got to drill this in to let you know what we're supposed to do and how we're supposed to find out what is the first month and what we're supposed to do in the first month. So I'm drilling it in, okay? Wayakura, verse 20, chapter 23, verse 15 through 16. And verse 15 say, and ye shall count unto you from the morrow, after the Shabbat, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering, 7 Shabbats shall be complete, even unto the morrow after the 7th Shabbat shall ye number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto Yahuwah. Now, what this is saying here is how we'll start our countdown from the first month to the feast of first fruits. Okay. Um, you won't see it on this calendar. Well, I will show it to you. But the thing is, what this is saying right here, after we finish the feast of unleavened bread, then the day after the Shabbat, which will be the 22nd day of the first month, you should bring a sheep of offering to the priest, all right? And then that day you start your 7 complete Shabbats on that day. So in that first month you have one more Shabbat left. And let me show you on the calendar what I'm talking about. All right, we can go over these things now a little bit slower than I was at first. All right, first of the month right here today. All right, first of the year. So you can have new moon day, and then what you do, you'll have your 6 working days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 working days. Then the seventh day is your Shabbat. All right. Then this is your first Shabbat. Then you can start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 working days. All right. This 6 working day right here is gonna be day 14. All right. He said in day 14 you're to sacrifice the Passover. All right. So your Passover starts that evening, which is the 15th day, the beginning of the 15th day. All right. So Passover lasts from evening to evening. All right. It didn't say nothing nowhere where Passover gonna last 7 days, but it did say we're gonna eat unleavened bread for 7 days. We start with the unleavened bread the same evening as Passover. All right, but you're supposed to keep Feast of Unleavened Bread for 7 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. All right. Then the seventh day in the evening, it goes into your regular weekly Shabbat. You notice that all our Shabbats lined up under this Saturday right here. See, you had New Moon Day, first, second Shabbat, third Shabbat right here. All right, on the day after the Shabbat, you should bring a sheaf of offering, right here. So you start your count right there, your 7 complete Shabbats. Now you can't see it here, but on the next month you will see how we would count. This is our first week right here. So what we are doing is we're starting our count from the countdown. We're starting here and we're going to count to the Feast of First Fruits. All right. And Feast of First Fruits, you're gonna count 7 complete Shabbats. Then you add one day. That's when your Feast of Shabbats, Feast of First Fruits is. All right. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 working days, 7 day. That is one complete Shabbat right there. And so that's as far as we could go on this calendar here. But I hope I drilled it in that the first month of the year is Abib, Abayab. Okay, and we are supposed to have Passover in the evening on the 14th day from evening to evening, and we'll also have the Feast of Unleavened Bread for 7 days, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, and then we have our regular weekly Shabbat here, and then we'll start our count for the Feast of First Fruits from here, and then we'll count on until we get our 7 complete Shabbats. So that is my message today for us people. And if you have any questions here, just let me know and we can go over it step by step. Well, brothers and sisters, that's it for this video. I try not to make these videos too long, but I want to be informative, because we got a lot of people that's new, that's coming through, and I don't want to miss anything. All right, but I want to invite you to come to our website is yahuwah-alua.com and come in and set up your email, a name and password, and just come in the site and enjoy yourself. We got a lot of different things that you could learn from each other there, and we're still growing. We're a small group right now, but we're growing. But and we got comment boards almost on every page. We have a media page. We just play music. We also have a Yashar meetup where we can go on camera. You don't have to go on camera. Just come there. The dates that Brother Mayaka always set up, mainly on every Shabbat. Right now, we got it on every Shabbat. We meet up in a bi-weekly meeting for the men, and I think about it a weekly meeting for the daughters of Yashar also. But we want you to come in and share with us your experiences, share scriptures, and just enjoy yourself. We have a team that's designated for certain topics and certain things. Brother Daoud, he is our teacher. He's our main teacher, and he is the owner of the site. He built this site. It's a dream he had it for years, and it's finally coming through. Right now, we're praying for to grow, to get bigger, and what we can share scripture, and we can show and teach people and learn learn the scripture and the law in order we may serve Yahuwah better. Sister Delalia, um, she is taking care of the daughters of Yashar. So, ladies, if you have any questions, we ask that you email her, and she will get back to you or set up a time to. I don't know how they do it. I really don't, but I know she'll get back with you because that is who she was appointed to take care of the females. We also have a few more sisters that you can get in touch with. Um, but I think you had to go through Sister Delalia first. Her name is Sister Daya is one of them, and the other one is Sister Maya. So they are handling things for the female, but go to Sister Delalia first, ladies. All right. And if you have any problem on maneuvering around on the website, please go to Brother Mayaka All. He is a very good web organizer, and he does a very good job. Okay, and he is patient. He'll make sure you take your time, you learn what you're doing. Because I have problems sometimes, just small things, and he makes sure that I fix it and get it right. So Brother Mayaka All, he's doing a very good job of managing the site. Brother Dash has a blog, and it is very informative. His message what he has for us. All right. So I advise anybody to take time out and read his blog, and because I was blown away by some of the stuff that I've seen, what he knows, his knowledge, and his wisdom, and some of his experiences. So his it's a very good page. You come to me for questions and answers and concerns. Um, and also the information as far as the calendar, the calendar. Um, email me and I will get back to you as soon as I can. If we had to set up a meeting in the Yashar meetup, if we have to do that, we will. So I will take time to show, because the thing is, we need to grow. We need to get as many people um in the commandments, in the law, as much as possible, because time is growing very, very low. We don't have much time left. All right. So our main goal is to get this word out as much as possible and reach as many people as possible. So that's it for me on this video, people. I pray that y'all got some out of it. Okay? And shalom.